Bukit Gasing.
Thanks.
And then come election, they want our vote.
Okay.
But their actions
Okay.
rape our forests.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Professional rock fire. Okay. Professional. That's as professional as it gets. Okay, I was a scout too. Sorry?
More space.
Thank you, all of you have made the time to come here today in our efforts to save beloved Bukit Gasing. And I think, for Gary especially, this is possibly a very heartrending, long struggle for many of them who are living here, who have actually taken the trouble, money and time to actually present it to court to seek an injunction. And of course, the case is slated for the
Tuesday.
Tuesday
the 6th.
6th of March. And I would like to highlight to all of you here today, especially members of the press, in the event people are attacking us as groups against development, this is not the case. I think for anyone who lives in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, we have the right to get a transparent picture of how development is going to be planned and conducted in nearby our vicinity. You're talking about homes, you're talking about the history of many landslides. I was there myself, witnessed the Medan Damansara, Damansara 21 incident. You know about the landslide, was featured very extensively. The minister at the time, Datuk Zul Hasnan Rafiq, actually called for a temporary halt in the project in Damansara. So with regards to track record, we've had a horrendous track record, and that's why I would like to highlight to you, I've sent out a letter before the 6th of March to Gasing Meridian. There's a few developers, yeah? Gasing Meridian is the one to your right, behind there. And one of the few things I've asked is for the potential environmental impact report, not just on the hill, but on the surrounding homes. I think it's fair, because no one here has received the clear, comprehensive environmental impact assessment report, the latest one, which, in any development, in all democracies in this world of ours, that's the very least. You have to provide, you have to give some sort of assurance to the residents that this project meets the relevant requirements and addresses the concerns. Yeah. So we requested for the latest environmental impact assessment report, including the geotechnical assessments on the conditions of the slopes of Bukit Gasing, as yet unfulfilled. And we must highlight, members of the press must highlight, that the road leading up to the reservoir on Gasing Hill has not been maintained of late. So we are actually scrutinizing, we're looking at the relevant requirements, and the road leading up to the reservoir has not been maintained. This is an issue. Because if you're talking about addressing concerns, this is of one. And I have been informed that a letter from the Selangor Menteri Besar's office, dated 11th of January 2012, has indicated that the Pejabat Tanah and Galian had only received an application from Gasing Heights Sendirian Berhad for block titles for Condominium Fraser, Condominium Maxwell and Pangsapuri Cameron on 3rd of November 2011. This basically delays the strata title ownership of the buildings surrounding this development. So can you imagine, if you talk about taking all necessary measures, meeting all the required guidelines and requirements by DBKL, if this has not been met, how can residents feel comfortable, feel convinced, feel confident that this development is according to the existing legislation? So today, please, we have to join forces. All we're asking for is the government of the day, the local council, DBKL, before you ask the rakyat to fulfill and follow the rules and guidelines you outline, you must yourself showcase the best example on how development is going to take place. And bearing in mind, in Kuala Lumpur, this is possibly the one of the final green lungs in existence. I come here from people of Pantai Dalam that frequent this this hill. So it is something that we have to safeguard together. When you talk about development, you can find KLCC anywhere in this world, but this is something we have to preserve because nature is something we can only preserve for the needs of the future generation. So again, ladies and gentlemen, let's come together. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. We have a challenging legal battle ahead of us, but the awareness is very important. Tell your friends, even people who don't live here, we have to join together, fight to save Bukit Gasing. And I want to inform you one very important point. For the area to our left, involving other developers, there's also going to be developed. They are going to encroach on the buffer zone. The buffer zone is going to be encroached, reduced, and the mayor told me in a meeting, the reason is because Dr. Sri Abdullah Badawi, during his administration, together with Economic Planning Unit, have approved the project. So it is out of DBKL's hands. So please, we're not just talking about the traction that does not include the buffer zone. Even the buffer zone is being encroached into. So this is a matter of concern. Members of the press, please, we're not just tree huggers. We are citizens that have the right to voice out our demand to save the greenery around us. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jadi, are we walking?
Right, we'll give you another 2 minutes and then we'll start to move down to... Okay. Okay, those with the various cards,